Hang on, let's just do we have an intro? I don't even remember if we have an intro for this.
Does it matter? Welcome to Slosh Talk.
There you go. Perfect. Good enough. So,
yeah, we did have an intro.
If you join us on Instagram Live, this is going to make any sense because it doesn't matter. So we just recorded our first episode of season 2. So now it's time for Slosh Talk. And what we always do, Chris lost the Burv game, so Chris has to start Slosh Talk with a horrible expired beer.
Yeah, can't wait for that.
That's beautiful.
That's so exciting for me.
I'm going to take it easy on Chris, though. I'm only going to give him a 1-year-old beer.
Oh,
yeah, at least it's cold.
At least I don't have a risk of dying, so that's nice.
This is from Other Half.
Wow, you still have one of those.
It's
Unbelievable.
Southern Hopolistic,
Yes.
Other Half, double dry hopped India Pale Ale, 7.4% alcohol by volume, canned on
Is it 1 year or July?
September of 2017. No, you're good.
That's
homie.
not that bad.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
good.
a year and
It's actually under a
couple
year.
months.
It's under a year.
Yeah, under a year.
Let me top you off here, guy.
Great.
The good thing is this is a full beer for you there, Chris.
Yeah, that's a
What
really,
a-
that's
wow,
a really,
look, he still
really,
looks-
really good thing.
Look
for
at
me.
all that head.
Wow, look at that. Jeez, what is that?
For live,
3
and put it on
fingers?
camera as well. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Great. Oh boy, this is.
Is this still brewing on the bottom? You
Yeah,
see that?
and there's
oh,
still
my
and there's
God.
still more in the can, Frank.
Can I be honest? It doesn't look all that bad, actually.
Yeah, it looks like a very...
It looks like a slushy at the moment.
So listen, while Chris puts away the horrible beer,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
great.
Frank and I are going to drink a nice beer. I'm going to leave some of this for you too, Chris. so
This
you can have
hasn't
some
moved.
of
I
it.
just want to show you something. This hasn't moved at all since you poured it.
Yeah,
The
that's
head-
kind of...
the head is not moving.
That's kind of surprising, actually. The head is just sitting there.
I could literally get spoons and just take
Oh,
the
just
foam out here.
Drinking
That's
water.
what
I mean, it's the same thing as Miller Lite, I
pretty
guess.
much, yeah.
Hang on.
I think I'd rather have Miller.
Grab the
Lite
wrong
than
can
that.
there?
Well, no, I guess I didn't grab the because since we fillet and blow magnify every time we talk about anything.
Mm-hmm.
So for our first beer in Slosh Talk, it's Infinite Verbiage, which is Magnify Brewing. It's a 10% alcohol by volume, 1 pint, triple India Pale Ale, made by our good friends at Magnify Brewing in Fairfield, New Jersey. And, well, that's all I can tell you about it because that's all it says.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
we're pretty much homers. when
I
it
don't
comes
believe
to
I've
that.
had that one.
No, it just came out.
Oh, okay.
Didn't you listen, Frank? Come on.
No, he did not say anything about that. Oh, look at that.
Wow, look at
That looks so much
Let's
better.
look at the difference here. By the way, I know it's not a Magnify beer, but let's look. It's still. This is 2 minutes later. Looks like an ice cream float.
Water is for weak people if you're paying attention at home, by the way. You're a punk bitch.
I'm
so there you
leaving.
go.
I'm leaving only a little bit of there in there for Chris because
Thank you, Frank. That's very considerate. I'll get when I go through this ice cream
Smells
slushy
great.
beer. I'll get to that.
Oh my God.
Does it smell great? It smells like the inside of an asshole.
You know what
Like,
the best part
not
is?
a really clean asshole.
Just a septic tank
Like a septic tank.
ass.
Boy, I'll tell you, this is wonderful though. Jeez,
Did you get that medicine in you, Chris? Oh, there you go. Suck it
man.
it
down.
actually tastes like medicine. That's the awful part. It
He
tastes.
keeps
He's
refilling.
still. Oh my God! Look at that.
It tastes like
Chunks of. Oh my God! It's just flying around.
Here's the infamous Morgan Freeman freckles. I
They
don't know if
can't
you
see
see
that.
that at the
They
bottom.
won't be able to
Can't
see
see that. All right. Well,
They won't be able to see that.
you know, if you had high def, you know.
Listen, it's not. It's not. Really good.
You know, it was under a year. I was like, kind of, all right, it's not too bad. Then the freckles come out. Wonderful.
We should
Thanks,
have used
Morgan.
that one for the bad beer then.
Thanks, Morgan Freeman.
Well, it wouldn't have made any sense because you just drank a bunch of Treehouse beers, Frank.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense because
Oh, you're right. Good point. Fuck
'Cause I'm
you,
the one
Doug.
drinking
This is
them.
why Slosh talking. I don't remember half the shit that we spoke of.
boy, this is so bad.
Yeah, at this point, we've had quite a few beers. I had a couple of shots of Hennessy White. Oh, man.
So if you're just joining us for the first time on Slosh Talk, what we do, this is kind of like more free form than in our actual show. We'll
like
talk
drinking
sports,
ferret
entertainment, you know, whatever, video games, comics, cartoons, whatever dorky shit we can come up with.
Porn?
We can talk porn, I guess. Sure.
I'm joking.
Favorite porn actress? Go. I don't even know.
This is disgusting.
I don't know them by names.
Yes, you do.
Give me an angle. It's like,
he needs a genre. He knows so many of them.
oh, man.
Chris, if you can collect yourself, the football season is upon us. How do you think the Jets look?
You know, I think the Jets have a bright future. I mean, you got to remember, salary cap wise, they have the highest. You know, that not salary cap. What's that called? We got money left over.
Salary cap?
Not salary. Yeah, salary cap. I was right the first time.
Jesus Christ.
They have the most. Money
Nobody said
left
you
over.
weren't. Nobody said you were wrong.
Well, I was doubting myself. They got the most money left over going into next season. I mean, so you got a lot of money to spend. Good player. I love Darno. I'm pretty happy about it, to be honest. I'm pretty stoked. I think it could be good for years. By the way,
Years.
years, huge for years.
Huge.
Here's our first question. How was the game on Friday? Did you go?
I did go.
Did you?
He did. He was
Two
at
of
the
my
game.
friends were there.
He got there at halftime. And
I went to we were in this presidential area, which is pretty neat because it's like zoned off from the rest of the stadium. We're in the first row.
Hold that thought. For those of you that aren't on Instagram Live, because this is going to come out later, we're also taking questions from Instagram Live. So what he's answering is, how was the game Friday night? Jets, Giants, preseason. Sorry, go ahead.
That's all right. It didn't end the way.
And I did none of that on the mic, so go ahead.
Oh,
no, it'll pick it up. Oh,
very talented.
smack it up.
Very talented. It was a good game. I mean, the Jets didn't win, so it wasn't, favorable.
Giants!
But it was, it was cool. Where we were, though, they had like a filet mignon station where they cook like filet mignon sandwiches, separate of the rest of the stadium where they have all the normal like hot dogs, hamburgers.
Stop
cool.
showing off.
No, I'm
bro.
not. I mean, they're free tickets. I didn't even get the tickets. It's not like you paid
Free
for them.
tickets to get some filet mignon.
So one of my buddies got free tickets through his work, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, but the thing that we forgot to talk about is the motherfucking Dallas Cowboys.
We didn't forget.
There's no
Listen.
reason. I'm going to tell you and I'm going to tell you. There's no reason to talk about the Cowboys.
I don't think we wanted to. I
Listen,
think we
you already
forgot.
know what's gonna happen this season, right?
Every year it's the exact same thing.
Listen.
This is the Cowboys' year. Every year I have to hear this nonsense. It's the same thing.
Listen,
every time.
everybody says that every fucking year. So if you're not confident about your fucking team, don't watch football.
Let me tell you how the Cowboys season is going to go. If Ezekiel Elliott stays out of trouble,
Why
they might
wouldn't
be
he?
okay.
He had one small
Oh, come on.
occurrence.
Come on.
barely. It shouldn't have been
Frank,
suspended to
come
begin with.
Are you ever going to finish that beer, Chris?
Do you know how bad this beer is?
Chris, do me a favor.
Do you want to help me finish it?
Finish your boost. No, I'm good.
What about you, though? You think the Giants are going to be any good this year?
No, I think they're going to be middle of the road.
They
I
grabbed
think-
a decent running back, dog. I'll give you that. You guys
kid,
picked up
if
a
he can
decent
stay
running
healthy,
back.
he should be a beast.
I think the Jets and Giants are going to have similar records.
And believe it or not, I was looking at Eli. He was looking still pretty good, man. People were down on him last year.
He's got a line now.
If he
I'm
can
doubting
get a
him.
line,
I'm doubting him. I'm saying it's time to move on.
Yeah,
He's got
I
a
love
line.
Eli, but it's time
he's
to
at
move on.
he's at the end of his rope, obviously. But
You know the crazy thing about the Jets, though? Teddy Bridgewater's the best quarterback in the roster, but he's trade bait. He's getting traded. And they're going to get something good for him, but you're going to start Darno, rookie. I hate throwing him in the mix that early, but, he looks good. So I just hope they don't ruin him. They got a reputation for doing that.
yeah, well, it's the
Sanchez,
Jets,
Deebo.
nonetheless.
Sanchez is a
Well,
dog shit. Stop
He's
it.
a jerk off anyway, but that's beside the point.
Sanchez, listen, I lost all respect for Sanchez when I'm in a bar in Morristown, and it turns out he's trying to fuck every bartender in the bar I'm at. I'm like, yo, slow down a little bit, guy.
Sanchez.
He was like 1 year in the league.
Well, he had a problem with underage girls too. That was more concerning to me than the bartenders he's trying to
Jesus
fuck with,
Christ.
which is shows what kind of guy he is.
So
This
that
is
it's
so bad.
Really?
I can't even. I can't even. I can't even. What do the girls say? I can't even.
You know, why's it got to be girls to just say that?
I don't know any guys to say it.
because girls say I can't even.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So the answer was the game was okay, except the Jets lost because they suck.
Ah, it's preseason. Doesn't count.
You know what would help, Chris? Like IPA sucks says. Down at one.
Here, I'll
That might help
down this one since Frank left me some. I gotta try this. I don't even actually.
Yeah, don't ruin it.
Yeah, I don't want to make.
Did you see
IPA?
IPA suck? He did a new song. You know how he did like down in one
What
song.
a
Yeah.
funny guy! Like,
He played. He did the song, and it's like about how much your beers suck, and he'll fucking pour them down the drain. And it's hysterical. I don't know. I'm not doing it justice. It was pretty funny.
So why even fuck it up?
All right, shut up, Frank. Slug that down, guy.
oh my god, this is so bad.
That way you can move on to better beers.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I wish you could just taste how bad this is.
No,
No, I'm
that's
good.
why we're okay, bud.
This is so much worse than the beer we have for Bad Beer of the Night. So much worse. I feel like I'm physically ill. at
I'm
the
just
moment.
waiting. I guess it's not going to happen. Is it just
All
not gonna
right.
happen?
You gonna hurl or drink it or what the
No,
fuck
I
are you doing?
hope not.
As always on Grills of Booze, finish your booze. Or don't.
On top of everything else, what's the percent on this? Oh, 7.4.
7.4.
Not
right now,
anymore.
it's fermented into like an 8.9.
Yeah, 7.4 going on 15.
That's not how
Oh
it
my
works. That's
God.
not how BV works.
Oh God, Jesus.
Can you please, for the love of God, get that medicine in
I'm
you?
struggling.
Get that medicine in you, Chris. Chris, what time is your shift at the
You know
hospital
what's
start
even
tonight?
worse? These fucking lights are like 1,000 degrees. They're making this experience even worse for me.
These lights are very
You
cool.
ever seen
It's
a-
a cool light.
Oh,
You're
okay.
You ever
fine.
seen an Italian catch a
You
tan?
see all the sweat on me? They're not fucking cool.
Get it over it, buddy.
What time's your shift start tonight at the hospital?
Oh,
Because you're nursing that beer. So.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
You're thinking that one up for 2 months, weren't you?
Good one. You almost stopped. And you better finish that a little bit. No, you gotta
Get it all in
You
there.
should have just got it with the big gulp you had, bro. You just fucked up. That's gonna be so much worse. It's gonna sit
There's
right
a
on the
snail-
fucking
there-
tongue.
There's
now.
a snail trail in my fucking glass.
Look,
Jesus
get it all in
Christ.
there.
Now it's
Just
all.
fucking
No,
drink
it's
it.
all.
It's good for you. It's just hops and yeast and
Just
stuff.
drink it up.
Is this what they say could kill you? Is this?
Yeah.
No, there's no such thing. There's no such thing. It's beer.
Oh God, please.
Beautiful.
Chris, did you finish Luke Cage?
I did.
Oh,
I
speaking
finished
of
Luke Cage and I
man.
finished Orange is the New Black.
I have like
Finish
3 episodes
Oh,
left of
it's
that.
black.
Luke Cage, I saw. Luke Cage was awesome.
Yeah. You
Man,
know,
the fucking villain in that this season was
The
like,
Bushmaster.
the Bushmaster.
the Bushmaster.
He was
Bush-
fucking-
Irminal, huh?
He wa-
Irminal.
He was fucking intense.
He's
bro.
badass, bro.
Super intense, man. I fucking love this character so much.
Yeah, his accent made him even fucking badder, dude. It's
And you know what? I
crazy.
think they left like a little open area because at the end, because he's still alive and like
Yeah.
you never know, he might fucking come back and have some revenge.
You know what I
against
just
him.
realized? As we're talking about it, I didn't finish it. I have an episode left.
Oh, did I just
Oh.
spoil
At least
that
I know
for
he's
you?
still alive at the
Actually,
end.
He's still alive.
Last episode's
Sorry.
an hour and a half,
Oh
by the way.
shit. Okay, I'm sorry if you haven't watched
Frank, you
it.
just ruined it.
Listen,
Spoiler
we'll
alert.
put a disclaimer. Brr,
Where
spoiler.
are you at in the Orange is the New Black?
I think 10 or 11. I
You're
think.
almost through. What?
Chris-
13,
Yeah, almost
13
through.
episodes.
I don't like the season at all, bro.
Nah.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like it's dragging a little bit,
You
and
know-
then Chris is still stuck on Caputo's can dick like from last season.
Listen,
So
Chris
I'm
can't get past Caputo's soup can penis because he loves it.
It was a reference to a beer. I can't remember. if
Let
you
it
watched
go,
last
Chris. We already know
week. And
what you look.
Russo, his girlfriend, mentioned this. That's why I said it.
He loves the cock.
I do not.
Caputo's cock.
Well, Caputo's cock.
that's-
Yeah, not
Caputo's
every
cock,
cock.
specifically.
That's
He's
disturbing.
selective. Just not every cock.
That's a disturbing thing to say.
You're
you know
off.
the angle of Orange is the New Black. I think they're going is Red is going to get the lethal injection. Right?
You think?
Are you
no.
trying to ruin something for me right now?
No. Oh,
I haven't
shit.
seen the whole
You-
season
No,
yet.
if you saw episode 10, you're already at that point of what you know what's going on.
What's episode 10? What happens?
I don't.
It doesn't
Jesus
matter.
Christ.
I don't know where
much
I am.
It
earlier,
doesn't
much
matter.
Earlier in the season, it was determined that Red, the prison riots,
Yeah,
that
they
she
flipped on her.
orchestrated.
Yeah, yeah,
right,
yeah.
right. So it's nothing you haven't seen. It's not like it happened. They're not
Okay.
going to do it.
All right.
But I'm just saying, I think that's what's going to happen, and then she's going to, I don't know, fight through it or whatever.
Doesn't matter at this
Yeah, I
point.
guess
You
it
already
doesn't
had the
matter.
shit beer, so fuck
yeah,
off.
Right, yeah, exactly. Dickhead.
There's nothing after this, bud. I'm sorry.
So I think they're going to rebel. I think that's how next season's going to go. In my opinion.
You haven't seen the end. I didn't like the end. I thought it was corny.
You know what my
as
problem is with
fuck.
that show? You know what my problem is with Orange is the New Black? I hate the main character.
What season is it?
You don't like
7?
Chapman?
I hate Chapman.
I hate Chapman
I
too.
hate
You know
her.
why?
I hate
She's
her,
my
too.
least favorite character in the
Is it
entire
because
show.
of white privilege? Dog? What is it?
Yeah, it's because I don't like
Self-hating
people.
white person?
Yeah, I don't like white people.
You know who made a return though is the old staff. Like those, I like the old staff. How much better do you like the old staff versus the new staff?
I like the new guy.
No.
I like the new guy that's worried about his gains.
Oh, I fucking love that
the
one.
popcorn.
The popcorn.
He's like, I
He's
need
like,
30 seconds
was
till
like-
he pops. He's like, you're fucking up my gains.
he he unscrews.
I was like, is this Chris on fucking camera right
No,
now?
as a gym
you know, he
owner,
literally sounded like fucking
as a
Chris.
gym
definitely
owner,
Chris.
and somebody who's trying to compete, that's complete bullshit. That's absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
first of
well,
all.
they're clearly
That's why it's called TV.
they're
so.
clearly amping it up.
Yeah.
Obviously for
But he's funny. He's an idiot.
what's going on.
No.
So
That's
the guy
fucked up.
orchestrating, I forgot his name. The guy with the weed. He's in the weed.
From the first couple seasons.
Yeah, he cracks me up.
Me too. What is his name? The loser. What is his name?
Yeah.
The poor man's
Right,
Pratt.
Right,
Somebody help me out. Yeah, the poor man's Chris.
The
Pratt.
poor
What
man's
is his
Chris
name?
Pratt.
right. Poor man's
Loose
poor
check.
man.
Loose
Yeah,
check.
loose
Loose
check.
check.
Yes,
Loose
yes.
check. Yeah, he cracks me up.
He cracks me up.
He's fucking hilarious.
You didn't like
And
you don't
I
like
li-
the old staff better,
No.
really?
I like loose check.
I want
really
the old
like-
staff to come back, and I think that's the other angle it's going. I think Jeez, Frank.
Why are you
man, I was
hiding your
fucking
glass? I'm
thirsty,
not gonna
man.
pour this shit. I like this beer. I'm not gonna pour this shit.
You
in
realize
your
I drank a whole bad beer though. This is a good beer, which
Yeah.
I'm trying to enjoy now because I drank a fucking bad one.
glass. What's only a 10% triple IPA?
I think not to
you
get
drank
off
the
topic.
bad one because you suck at the game.
But you seen The Walking Dead, right? Killing
Oh
zombies like
God!
6 years ago.
What, talk about a show that drags on. My God, you hit a nail right on the head.
Well, they're
Jesus.
they're gonna be in some trouble because they're losing 2 of their main characters this season. That's gonna be tough.
And they're off topic from the
Rick is
comic.
dying, or Rick is dying or leaving or whichever. And what's her name? Maggie. Is leaving too. So they're gonna be in tough shape. I
I'm
think.
not really interested.
And-
I gave up on that show like 2 years ago already now. Like,
And
Oh,
they're
you're
all-
one of those guys. Oh, I'm too cool.
And they're
No,
not.
not really
They're not
fucking
in line
big.
with the comic book anymore. They're off topic.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
there's a comic book?
Yeah. What's that beer? We went to the liquor store and there was a stout and you hated it, but it was like, oh, it's black.
Oh,
All of
that
them?
No. It was like it was $40, right? So I had it at Mohawk House, which is a great restaurant, by the way, but it was $45 for a draft, and I just couldn't do it. But I told you about it, and you got it at the liquor store here for $20.
Yeah.
Insane.
Black Ops.
Black Ops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
overrated.
it wasn't good, right?
Nah.
Black Ops was not worth it.
Well,
Garbage.
So you're a stout guy, but you thought it.
Absolutely fucking not.
Yeah.
I thought you were a stout guy. No?
No, never have.
Yeah,
no
you were.
stouts,
Don't
no
lie.
porters.
Don't lie.
I've never.
No, that's not true. I remember you saying you were a stout guy, Frank. Don't even lie.
Really?
Yep.
Since we're Jersey people, we're going to continue on with Jersey. With Icarus, we want the Idaho Gold.
Is that fresh,
The
Doug?
Idaho
This is-
Gold.
Very fresh. Brand new.
Oh, there we go. Ooh.
Ooh-wee.
Did you everybody see The Avengers?
Man, this was fucking
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
probably one of the best fucking
Yeah.
Marvel flicks we've seen in a while.
Yeah, did a good job with
You
that.
know? Is it literally potatoes and pears in this shit? I'm sorry.
You've got liquor up there that you cannot get at a liquor store in this country.
That is correct.
Honest to God.
Probably like
It was gifted to me.
50%.
Right.
of
And you've
it.
got absinthe, which is literally
I have
illegal
an
to sell.
actual Czechoslovakian absinthe. I don't know that it's illegal anymore, but when I got it, it was I had to,
What's the big deal?
By the way, this dickhead made me drink absinthe. Recently we're in New Orleans, and
Hey,
oh.
delicious.
and my whole night was my whole night, and the next day until 5 fucking p.m. I was fucked.
Oh,
I
yeah.
couldn't do anything.
Wasn't he shitting out his mouth that day?
No, I wasn't. No, yeah, I was puking. And I didn't eat till 5, and I ate like a fucking savage. I ate a whole day's
my
worth
God,
of food
dude.
in about an hour
You're
because
a
of him.
fucking animal. I don't know, dude. Like, if
He was
this
like,
guy,
"Oh, you just gotta chug it." I'm like, "Okay, I'll chug it." And then the whole night was downhill.
I feel like at this point we have to do shots, though, right?
No, we're not doing shots.
No,
That's
here, no,
not-
here. Look.
It's
look.
slosh
Listen,
talk, not slosh and throw up.
Listen, we could do a reasonable shot. We're not gonna do fucking warm.
No,
Jose.
fuck it. If we're gonna do, you know what? Let's go balls to the wall then. Let's go fucked
Well,
up
listen,
shots.
here's
What do you think
we'll
about the Hennessy White?
Hey man,
He already had Hennessy White. That doesn't count. He loves it.
Oh,
So for obviously the people watching at home can't get involved in this because it's later. But
Give him some options. Give him options.
animal.
if you're on it, you got that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't figure out. This is too much because I'm talking in here and it doesn't make any sense. Instagram Live. Is it a hardcore shot or is it a reasonable shot? What should we be drinking?
God. What do you think they're gonna say?
They're gonna be like, drink bleach, you fucking jerk.
No, they'll be like drink absinthe without the sugar.
Drink
That's what
bleach.
they're gonna say.
Chlorox with a little bit of salt on top. Just
Drink your label. Actually,
Suck a urinal cake, you fucks.
we should stop talking because they're gonna
yeah,
say
no,
that
yeah,
shit.
listen. Well, it has to be an
Feed
actual
into. We're gonna
Anyway,
feed into
bottle
it.
of alcohol.
What are we talking about? Avengers.
That's a
Is that done?
yeah. No, we listen. That was one of the best Marvel movies I've ever seen.
It was good. It was good.
Reasonable, really? I'm shocked.
What's reasonable in your opinion? What do you got here?
Amaretto. Actually, how about some cognac? I've never seen that
Amaretto's
before.
too much of a.
Gabriel Andreo, cognac.
Yeah, how about the cognac? Yeah.
Oh, it's not even open. Do you want to crack
Oh,
that
yeah,
open?
No,
yeah.
I don't care about that shit. Oh, that's 2 votes for reasonable. Again, I'm shocked.
True.
Thoughts
Two trips,
on the
two
ending
trips.
of Infinity War, and what the next movie will be like.
Hmm.
So, what are your first of all? What are your thoughts on the ending of Infinity War?
It
I
was.
Chris is like, "Fuck,
no,
what's
I-
I'll
Infinity
tell you.
War?"
I'll tell you what.
Well,
I'll
here,
tell you what.
I'm
Here,
gonna
I'll
be
tell you-
honest, I was drunk on the plane when I watched it.
Oh,
so that's part of the
motherfucker! Here
problem.
come excuses.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say. I'll say, it was surprising as shit. Like, first of all these fucking
There's a lot going on.
people dying that I didn't expect to die. I was just like, I didn't watch or read those comics, so it's like literally all the people that died, I wasn't expecting, and then the way it leads off to the next season is like, what the fuck?
Not the next season. He means the next movie.
Next movie. I'm
Next
sorry.
movie, yeah.
Listen, I've been drinking.
Yeah,
I've been
you've
drinking.
You've been drinking. You've been drinking, and you've been drinking. It's not plural. Well, actually, it is plural, but
Here-
the word is drinking.
It's
not
gonna be
plural.
fucking crazy.
I got purple
It's gonna be
drink.
insane.
Here's what I'll say. I sat in the theater and like they do a haunting thing there. So like the whole movie gets quiet. There's no noise when everybody
Fucking
starts
yeah.
disintegrating
It's
and
a
stuff.
dark ass ending. Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, this is the best movie I ever saw. The villain just totally wins. Like
Yeah,
not even
You
slightly
told me
wins.
that.
Yeah,
before.
for
I was
once.
surprised.
Just
you said
totally
that.
wins. He goes, and really, the movie, if you watch the movie, it's really Thanos' hero quest. So he's the only one that has a whole hero arc. Like a plan. He goes and gets his. I forget what the steps of what a hero story is. But he's the hero of the story, and the Avengers are just the fucking enemies that get in his way to
Right.
try to stop him from completing his goal. So it makes Thanos the hero of the movie, which I thought was amazing because the Avengers are just the supporting characters in the whole movie.
Yeah.
The ending I thought was amazing, except that I would have picked different characters because when you disintegrate Black Panther, and
Yeah, I
you
know.
and
Yeah,
you
you're right.
disintegrate Spider-Man. Meanwhile, you've already announced that they both have sequels coming out, so
Yeah,
it's kind of like
well,
Yeah, it's kind
first
of
of
like
all,
Yeah.
you already know they're coming back anyway,
Right.
But,
Yeah.
but it's like even more
Right.
exemplified that they're coming back. What am I trying to say? Not exemplified.
No.
Jesus Christ, how many beers have I
Amplified.
had? We'll say amplified. That they're going to come back because you've already announced their fucking movies. The tough one's going to be Gamora. I don't think Gamora comes back, or maybe she does. I don't know. But actually, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is put on hold right now.
Really?
They sent all their production people home because they fired the director, and now it's a whole fucking thing.
Get the
great,
fuck out of here.
Yeah, they found some tweets that he said like 50 years ago, and apparently it's a whole big thing because that's the world we live in now.
Wow.
The next movie, I'm worried about the next movie because, what was that my whole point? Yeah, it's my whole point. So you kill all these people, they're going to come back anyway.
Yeah.
I thought the ending was awesome, where Thanos is just like sitting in his house, chilling,
Yeah.
looking at the stars, like he said he was going to,
that was
watching the
cool.
sunrise or the sunset. The next movie I fear is going to be like a time travel movie.
Really?
Yeah, because they already they tell you in
Well,
the quantum. Oh well, here's the thing.
They messed up the sequence already.
Did you see Ant-Man and the Wasp?
No, I haven't.
No,
Don't
I haven't
fucking
seen
go.
it. I haven't seen it either.
So I saw Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I saw Ant-Man and the Wasp, and the coolest. I didn't really like it. I mean, it was okay, but they have a scene. It's the first movie that has a scene that takes place after Infinity War. So spoilers. If you don't want to hear, stop listening, stop paying attention, stop watching. The end credits of Ant-Man and the Wasp. They go through the whole movie, and the movie it's a whole lot of nothing almost. It's just it's funny, it's good, but it's like nothing. But the first end credit scene, Ant-Man goes into the quantum realm, they call it, to collect something. It doesn't matter, some fucking MacGuffin. But while he's out there, he's like, okay, I'm ready to come back. And he hears like a, and that's it. He's like, oh, stop being funny, stop messing around. And the camera cuts back, and the three people that are helping him are all disintegrating. So it's supposed to show you that he's doing his own thing while Infinity War is happening, and that's why he's not in Infinity War. But the snap happens, and then all the people that are around him disintegrate.
You got to know how to watch these movies in sequence because
Right.
it's a timing
Yeah,
thing.
no,
And not only that, the Marvel series too, like the actual shows, you
Right.
got to know, or you're fucked up. And they're like, "Oh, I saw that shit." Like, that makes sense.
How much fucking money is Marvel making? Though?
Oh my god, are you kidding
They're
me?
printing money now.
Are you kidding me?
So anyway, so that scene ends, and then like the credits roll, and there's one last scene, and it's a whole nothing scene. Really, it's about throughout the movie, Ant-Man slips in and out. He's in government. He's in house arrest, so he's got the thing on his ankle.
Yeah,
But he slips in and out of the house by he has an ant that he grows, and he puts the thing on the ant's foot, and the ant follows the same path that he would have. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Like
It's a whole
tracking
it's a
thing?
whole fucking elaborate thing. But so the very last scene of the end credit scenes is it doesn't matter. We're not doing that.
Doesn't matter.
Of course not. I already drank it.
They cut to the ants playing the drums in his house, right, by itself. But what happens before that is the camera kind of comes down the street, and it shows you just cars kind of pulled off, and it's like quiet, right? And it comes around, it shows you houses, and people's doors are just open in the houses, and like it cuts in, comes into Ant-Man's house, and like you can see the TV is just going boo, the whole thing. So it's the first scene that takes place after Infinity War where it's like, oh shit, like nothing's happening.
Yeah.
There's nobody left in the neighborhood. There's nobody broadcasting TV, that kind of thing. So that's pretty cool. But it leaves Ant-Man in the quantum realm, and right before he goes in the quantum realm, somebody's like, hey, don't fall down a time vortex. Like, oh, by the way, there's going to be time travel. So
That's funny.
my long-winded answer to your question is I have a feeling the next Avengers movie is going to be a lot about time travel, and I think time travel is a little overdone as a way of getting out of a storyline.
I think it's lazy writing.
All right.
I don't know if it's lazy writing. I just think that it's overdone.
You know what annoyed me about Infinity War is like they promoted the shit out of fucking Black Panther before that. Like not before the
Oh
movie,
no,
but-
forget that. Let's talk about the Hulk. Like they
Well, they
made
did
the
that on
Hulk.
purpose. They did
But
it
I'm
on
saying,
purpose.
you know what direction is going is what I'm trying
They
to say.
fucked up because they showed the Hulk in Kawanda, where the fuck the name was, the fucking place. I can't even think of the fucking name.
It's called Mofungo.
Mofungo in Africa.
It sounds like a,
Yeah, like he was like charging in, and
Wakanda.
I don't mean to
Sounds like an
Wakanda.
African country.
I don't mean to ruin it, but he was not even like present. The motherfucker was scared off his ass. The Hulk was scared.
That's because he got his ass beat by Thanos.
He fucking
Yeah.
sat there like a bitch. That was the funniest.
He did get his
That was
ass
one of
beat
the
by
funniest
Thanos in
shit
the movie.
ever. I've
Yeah.
ever seen that fucking Marvel thing. That was
crazy. That's the first time he saw the Hulk get his ass handed to him.
yeah. And
Really.
he did not want any
Think
part of
about
that
None.
at
I
all.
wanted none of it.
Deadpool too. Did you like it?
Yo.
Oh, I didn't see it yet.
That fucking.
didn't see it?
No.
Oh my god.
Don't. I don't
I'm not
wanna
gonna
hear
ruin
it.
it.
I
Let
don't
me
wanna
tell
hear
you
it. I
something
don't wanna
right
hear it.
now.
Hey, listen, it's next to
I
my.
fucking love.
It's next to my queue.
The first one was
Did
really
you like the
good.
first one?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Then you'll
Dude,
like
oh
the
my
second
God.
one.
We're
It's
gonna
almost
fuck-
it's almost the same.
And you know Ryan Reynolds is great.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah? How great is he, Chris?
He's a good actor.
Oh.
Like a beer can.
The first one was great. I haven't seen.
No,
the
listen.
second,
And you know what? Actually, I don't know what version. Like, if you watch the movies is one thing. I don't know how much you got to see, but if you actually buy it, you get 2 different versions of Deadpool. Oh, it's
Yeah,
fucking
it's a super duper cut, they call it.
to watch both of them and the different shit that they added and did. Like, it's fucking amazing.
I'm just looking at Netflix.
The one part that I love though is that one cousin. I'm just gonna say this to Chris. This is the only thing I'm gonna ruin. It's not even much. I'm just gonna say that part when he's like the Green Lantern script.
Oh, it's so good.
That fucking cracked me up so hard
not
because
listening.
everybody demolished that movie. The way he went back, it was
So good.
amazing. I love that
Not
part.
listening.
That was dope.
Ryan Reynolds in the end credit scenes of Deadpool 2. In the end credit scenes of Deadpool 2, Chris. Ryan Reynolds.
No, that was
No,
that
he
was
just
dope.
he just goes back and visits a couple old movies he was in, and it's fantastic.
Fucking
Are you done
fantastic.
now?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he dies at the end.
And he dies.
He hasn't died at the end. There wouldn't be making any sequels after that.
Oh man.
I know there's gonna be Deadpool 3, DP3,
Do you know that though?
DP3.
You
There-
may
look,
not know that
look,
because
I'm a philosopher.
Philosophizer.
DP3. That's gonna be a new one.
Sound like a new pancake.
you may not know that, buddy. I'm begging you. Here's what I'm begging you. If you're gonna shave your arms like a pansy, at least finish them up because it just felt
Catch
like
all
some
of
sand,
it.
it just felt like sandpaper rubbing across me.
What you gonna do,
Are
brother?
you sure there's gonna be a Deadpool 3? Because Fox did just get bought by, or is about to get bought by Disney. So.
I wouldn't know because I didn't see
Disney's
Deadpool 2.
throwing out some
I didn't
serious
see
money.
Deadpool 2, and I didn't want you giving the whole thing away, so I wouldn't know yet.
Yeah,
I gotta watch it.
nothing happens in Deadpool.
Yeah,
3.
Let me tell you-
Oh yeah, I'm sure. It's...
No, by the end, literally nothing happens.
Oh, thanks.
think we
Doug.
should
I'm
wrap up?
sure that's very true.
We're gonna wrap this up. As always on Gorillas of Boo. Well, we gotta finish your beer, right?
I finished my shit, and
Good talk.
as we
So
ramble
this
and
is our
ramble,
second season of Slosh Talk, I guess. Which hey, whatever.
enjoy. He thought he's gonna pour a good beer into your glass.
Look at how I've matured. Look at. I
Peace.
know.
Slosh Talk.
It's over.